Basically, every single company is moving to the cloud. Either they started there and they're new, or they're in the hybrid environment, but they're racing to the cloud. With that, there's new technologies, new ways to develop, new ways to publish code, new work habits and new processes that we've never had to secure before. Without a doubt, we're going from investigations and incident response where you just went on premise and you collected log files and you did your endpoint forensics, to a whole new shift to all the data's in the cloud. Where's it coming from? Who logged in where? And the other thing is the incidents are a little bit different in the cloud today, whereas people in general, when there's a customer of ours that has a breach in the cloud, it's kind of at the control plane, and somebody got access to credentials and they're able to actually expand people's cloud presence or wreak havoc amongst it. It all comes down to you have to be able to have visibility, collect information, and analyze it. And it's just done differently in the cloud. You want to be able to make security operations simple. And the only way you can do that is you automate the medial tasks so that experts can do what experts are best at. There's an amazing amount of time wasted on minimizing data from a bunch of disparate sources. The vast majority of logs are noise. So you got to figure over 99% of the data that you ingest to do an incident investigation, unless you do precision strike forensics and just grab what you need, which is hard to do, you're getting garbage, things that don't contribute. So you want to be able to automate and say, whether it's products or minimization or filters, you got to have some way to go from terabytes of data of nonsense to here's the relevant stuff you need to have in the hands of an expert to triage what happened. What's exciting me about Jam is the heritage of the company is a bunch of incident responders. And I've always believed that's the best viewpoint to know what to build. When you respond to breaches, a lot of people think that's a very tactical thing. You just show up and figure out what happened, but it's actually very strategic. You show up, you figure out what happened, but you have a front row seat as an incident responder to how security was circumvented, what products didn't succeed, what processes failed, what knowledge you need to have to safeguard your network. All of that becomes clear when you respond to breaches. So it was my heritage in building Mandia. It's our heritage in building Jam. And to me, that front row seat to incidents is the best product research you can have. It just spoke very well to me because it showed all these cloud data sources. And what came out of that was an alert. So you go from potentially thousands or millions of lines of stuff, audit trail, to here's one thing you got to worry about. That minimization saves time, saves money, saves grief and heartache. That in and of itself that's kind of the state of where people are at right now. When you're responding to cloud, you're figuring out, okay, I got to look at all this. What's relevant to what I'm investigating? And what I saw today with Jam is you can reduce that time down to, hey, here's what I need to know.